So just finished with most of the colors. It's just this one left now, which is going to take a little while. So I left it for the end because there's no more space over there. So even though yellow, I believe it was, along with maybe one of the others, was after it, I just skipped it until I finished the others because I'm going to probably start lining up the parts here. I got a couple of the stickered parts, which I will put on the pile of other things from the sets that I haven't listed yet. So there's that there, yeah. And then once that's done, then I'm going to probably part out a couple of these to try to finally get a few of these drawers out of the way because I need that counter space. So finally, just finished with putting the parts away, and now it's time for the post listing process, which takes a while sometimes. But first up, you need to get a pen, grab the paper. I think, is it this one? Yeah, the haul thing. So then this set here is $3.99. 1 second. 399.69, and so then that is now done. And then actually go BL Master on, and of course I spelled it wrong, BL Master on. And so that's done, and then upload items, and then that set is now finally all listed. And now I have the fun part of going through every single drawer that was too full. So just like this one here is too full, so I have to separate it into several other drawers or put stuff in boxes and all that fun stuff. Missed some remarks on 3 of the lots, so then we can actually just go inventory, missing remarks. There should be at least these 3, possibly more. Nope, just these 3. So these 3 I have to add remarks, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 drawers that were too full, and then a whole bunch of drawers that are full and ready to go away. I had to start taking drawers from the number 1 section again. That one's too full. That one is so then I'm going to need to get a whole bunch more of these drawers to start that one's full, to start processing for the drawers that are too full. So yeah, now I'm going to work on this. It's already getting a bit late, but I'll try to finish up all of this stuff tonight and then call it a day. So just finished now with sorting out all of that stuff. So then yeah, now I have all of these drawers to put away, and then I can finally call it a day. So then just put away all the drawers, and so it's nice to see all the drawers in their spot again. It's been a while since it was like that. And then on Bricklink, I was looking, and the store is almost at 20,000 lots finally. I've been aiming for 20,000 lots for a while. Never hit it yet, but yeah, now then currently just 36 away, but won't be getting that done this week. But then hopefully next week I can part out something here, and unless I have a whole bunch of orders which push it down, but then if I part out a larger set, then it might make up for it. But yeah, then almost at the 20,000 lot mark, which is pretty cool. So yeah, then just got my thing from the States. Like I mentioned, I didn't get much this time because I was focused on other expenses. But then let's just quickly turn this package over. Well, first off, I got this one in the mail today, and I needed some heads. They had a good price on it. And then just thing for dimensions, and then a couple parts for rebuilding minifigures. So just a smaller order here. But then that is that one there. Then this one here. Honestly, no idea what I paid for these things anymore. But then got Samukai in this lot, which is worth pretty much the entire thing that I paid. Well, not exactly, but close enough. And then there's just some other minifigures in there. But as always with Ninjago, it's always good to check to make sure what you get is actually a Lego, because Ninjago is like the most faked theme out there. So just going to take off Lloyd's. Sorry I dropped my phone there, but yeah, I took off his head. It's real Lego. But I might as well just quickly get the purchase history up and then just see how much I paid for this thing here. For these 3 packages, it wouldn't have been worth it to ship the stuff from the States. But since I ordered other stuff that wasn't in here, it does make it worth it, technically speaking. So yeah, then this one here, a lot of numbers, I'm not going to show it, but this one after shipping was $58.81 USD, which is not bad at all considering there's a Samukai, a couple of Lloyds, and other somewhat decent minifigures, at least ones that I sell decently well. So yeah, not bad for that. There's like the older Lloyds sell for like 10, 15, $20 each, depending on which one you have. And they all seem to be in somewhat decent condition compared to a normal random lot. So that is nice for that one. Then this one here, I paid $160, $438 for this one here, which is normally pricey, but for only 70 minifigures, I think that's what it said. Yeah, 70 minifigures. So this one had the light up Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it had a Urukai, and it had the Christmas Jango Fett, and it had another Jango Fett, and I'm pretty sure there's another Jango Fett in here as well somewhere. Well, I mean, there's his helmet, but I'm pretty sure he's also in here. Well, there's another Jango Fett there. Not sure if that's his helmet though, but might be. I thought there's another of the older ones in here somewhere. But yeah, then there's just that one there. Bid on that one and won that one. And then this one here is a really weird and random one. This one I paid $34.12. There's a buy it now. There's a lot of fakes in here, but also just normal good stuff, but it's all really kind of weirdly in here. The main reason why I got this is because we've got the Armorer's torso and helmet, which pays for not the entire thing, but it pays, I mean, it's like 10, 15 for the helmet and 5, 10 for the torso. There's also some clone legs, so those things probably going for a couple bucks. Then there's this guy, I think it's from the one movie thing or something like that. Then you've got a Mandalorian from the battle pack thing. Then there's fake minifigure here, but it seems to be a possible real gun. I'm not sure about the shoulder pads, but it's just really weird stuff. But then you've got a real Mandalorian, and then a couple other real minifigures there as well. And then you have this one, which has like a real monkey, but then a fake Spider-Man. But then you've got just like real Chima and stuff like that. And then you've got random fake wings and stuff. And then you got a Darth Vader, and then a fake Spider-Man again. At least, yeah, that's fake, I'm pretty certain. Yeah, that's weirdly shaped mold mark. But yeah, then just random stuff like that. And then lastly, it's just a random sealed bag from an old soccer set, which is really weird to be included in this lot, but it's in here. And so that was that order. So for $4.12, honestly, not too bad of a thing. It's not like it's a massive money maker or anything like that, but then, yeah, that's what I got in the mail today. I'm starting to think that this chair is really starting to get to the end of its life cycle. You can see how based off of how I sit on the chair, this here is mostly level. You can see the plank of wood there for reference. I'll try to level it to that, and you can see how crooked it is. And then, like, when you go to it, the seat itself is on a real big angle. Plus, it's kind of just falling apart and stuff like that. Because for some reason, I can't ever find a chair as good as the one that we got from Staples, like 15 years back, that we use upstairs. That although it's completely fallen apart, it's not crooked or anything like that, and it still works perfectly. But this year's either my third or fourth chair from Amazon. The thing is, well, relative to other chairs, they're somewhat cheap for a full-size chair that's got like arm supports and isn't just a super thin wireframe one. I think they're like maybe $225 each. So I just every couple years I end up getting a new one, but I think I should try to find a good chair this time, because it's, believe it or not, it's not fun to sit on an angle that you're like sitting downhill, and it and it's not only like it's downhill on an angle, because this side here is higher than this side here, just like this here is higher than this here. And it's just a bit confusing to sit on this chair. Sometimes if you kick the wheels around a little bit, it straightens it out a little, but then as you can see, well, you can't really see it too much, but it wobbles a whole bunch easily. But then sometimes just kicking it seems to temporarily fix it a little. But yeah, it's a funny chair. But then I think that I should probably part out one of these here. The last one should be here tomorrow for that. But then, yeah, just got these 4 sets here that I have to work on. But yeah, then I guess I'll get to work on that now. So just finished with the first one. One of the minifigures is set aside for eBay, but then that is $42.56 for that. And so now that only took a few minutes, or surprisingly fast, but it's because I first dumped out all the parts here, and then once I got all the new parts into drawers, I then just put everything else on this one tray, and then I set my phone at the top, and then it took like less than 5 minutes to put everything else away, which would normally take like 20 or 25 if I had it all laid out here. So yeah, it went pretty fast, and yeah, now I can part out the next one. It's currently only 7:21 p.m. So then yeah, going to part this out, and then I should probably still have time to part out these ones here as well. Just finished with the next set, so that is 2710, and now on to the third one. Just finished with the next one, so that is another 3733, so that is now done. And is that now over 20,000? Yep, the store is now over 20,000 lots. So then just finished parting out the last set of the stack of 4, so that was 4054, and that is now done. So yeah, I have all of these drawers here that need to go away. I'll see if my dad wants to do it on his walk tomorrow when he likes just walking around, get some exercise and stuff like that. Otherwise, I'll end up putting them away sooner than later. 2 of the parts here were in one of the sets, and then we're in another one later on. So they're in here somewhere, the drawers that these go to, and there's more than that, but I was able to find them, but these ones were just further in the pile, so I can't find them that easily. But now the stack of all the 4 that were here is listed, and then now I can pull orders. I am going to probably part these out sooner than later. Just waiting for some more in the mail. I'll wait till I hit my limit of, I think, 16 or something like that. And then once I get all of them, then I will part out the whole pile of them, because I got 3, 6, 7, 8. Now I have an empty box somewhere, so that's 9. A 10th one showing up tomorrow, an 11th one in the mail. So then once I get a few more, then I can do that. Yogurt time. I just had, I think it is my very first, I think the name is Short Shot for a helmet. This here is a normal helmet that you can see here. Just a normal one, but then I was going through the ones I had, and then I found this one. It looks normal until you see the back. It's got all these cool wavy shape things and stuff like that, and this is direct from Lego, so it's not like it's a random sketchy one I found in a lot, but it looks pretty cool, and I think it's my very first one, well, at least one of my first ones I've ever gotten, and I think it is pretty cool. And yeah, it's, I don't know how else to describe it. It's just pretty cool. And I know that these things can sometimes be worth a good amount. But yeah, for better reference, there's that. And then let me turn them around and then show it again. And then it's like that. It seems to have a hole in the top too. I'm not sure if that's related to it somehow, because there wasn't enough I think short shots happen when the mold injection machine runs out of the mold for it, like the plastic for the mold. So then I think that, as you can see there, it's the sprue mark is what it's also sometimes called, even if it's not on a sprue, but the injection mold point is probably more accurate of a name. So it would make sense for that to just have a hole in it still. But yeah, that is definitely interesting. That is a very rare thing. and it's pretty cool. So I just looked up some short shot helmets, and yeah, this year it's like 110, 68, 68, 110, 137, and so on and stuff for these helmets. But I don't think they actually really sell for that. We'll check in a second. But this here is, I think, the same helmet that I had now, though I may be mistaken on that. But it looks to be somewhat similar. Might be a different one. But then, yeah, that one's at like 275. Probably won't sell for that. But then let's just check sold, see if there is any. Yeah, nothing really sold for those ones specifically. But it's, I'm not sure if I can adjust this. Like short shot Lego. Well, Simpson had 73. Whole bunch for that. Short shot 2x2 brick. So they do somewhat sell. It's not like it's a fast selling thing or anything like that, but they do seem to have some value, so that is pretty cool. But yeah, it's not every day you get one of those. So I finally finished with a whole bunch of just general stuff, processing orders, placing orders, just stuff like that. So, and then I can actually put this back down here. But then now it is finally time to start parting out these Lego sets here. Because I know that those pink flower things there are messed up price. And is it just me, or does that yellow flower look like a creepy face? Like with the mouth and the eyes, and whenever I see it, that's all I see is just a creepy face staring at me. But then let's just double check these here. Go to the price guide, 40683. So yeah, 137, but then there's like a dozen of these which are $1.50 overpriced each or something like that. So then knock off probably like 15-20 bucks. So they part out for about 115 ish. And then if we go to eBay, Lego 40683, and then go sort by lowest price, buy it now, Canada, well, not Canada, North America, because European ones often skew it a whole bunch. So 41, 45, 43. So yeah, for this one here, since it does part out for significantly more than it does complete, then I will part these out. If it parted out for, say, $70, $80, maybe even $90, I'd probably just sell them as a complete set. But considering it sells for about somewhere between $50 to $80 more parted out, then I will do that. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. So yeah, I'll get to work on these guys now. It's now all opened up, so time to start with bag 1 and get this all parted out. Normally I have a whole bunch of these containers which I can use for the part out. However, this here is all I have to work with because all of the others are still on that table there, filled with all the sets from the part out that were taken apart from the haul that I need to part out. So yeah, then this here is what I'm working with. So after 1 or 2 bags, the rest of the parts will probably just start kind of piling up on the table. Yogurt time. So yeah, then just getting to work today. So yesterday I was able to finish the first bag, but then just a quick check-in on my dad's sorting area. He's gotten through the first box, and he's about halfway through the second 80-liter box of 1x bricks. Got all the parts all over the table here. Some boxes filled with things that were too full from there. And so amazing progress on this stuff. Just a whole bunch of printed parts and stickered parts that got through the initial sorts and stuff like that. Then the 2x bricks, I think that was already sorted a while ago though. But then so yeah, then that there is now done. Now making good progress. And then today I'm going to try to get this done for the set thing here. Got 4 bags left, and it feels a bit dark here for some reason, or like I'm forgetting a light, although it is nice and rainy outside, so that might be why it's a little bit dark in here. But yeah, then I've got these 4 bags left to go, but I've only got 5 of these containers left, so can't really use it for anything of these ones. So there's that. Sorry for that cut there. I accidentally showed the sender's address on there, but then I do have some parts there and here that I do need to go through for rebuilding some eBay minifigures. But then, yeah, then today should hopefully finish up with this stuff. But yeah, then lots of stuff to do. This is the end of the vlog. Thank you for watching if you got this far. Today is a Wednesday, so the next vlog should be out on Saturday.